Dattatray, Rais, Karthik, Rajendra, Shivoham, Bridget, Girish, Hitkari ji, Shivoham to all of you. And today I had a very interesting question, which I am going to be sharing with you. Sometimes I get quite interesting questions. And the question today is, when do we realize that our path to spirituality is right? When do we realize it's right, and when do we don't know it's wrong? Suppose you're following a wrong spiritual master, and instead of going on the path of spirituality, you are going on the path of a religion. Then what would you do? My master used to be very cautious. When my master used to speak to me, my guru, he used to tell me, this question is not for you. And he used to indicate to me, this is not your subject. Because what happens to a saint, sometimes he is meeting different people at different levels of spiritual evolution. So how do you know? The question, how do you know that you are on the right path and you are moving forward? How do you know? Anybody? Is there some way to make out that you are on the right path?
Sean, sir.
Shivoham Ashok?
Yeah. Sir, when we will pass successfully the 4 doors: discrimination, detachment, discipline, and desire for love, then we will move forward on the path of enlightenment.
Okay, very good.
Spirituality.
Very good. You talked about the 4 doors. You know that you have to pass these 4 doors, but how do you know that this is the right path?
Shivoham Guruji, Kumar Swami here.
Yes, Kumar Swami, Shivoham.
Actually, when we are traveling in the right path of spirituality, the establishment of communication will take place between God and ourselves.
Okay.
That is one landmark.
Okay.
And second one is within us a peace will develop and happiness will develop. With this,
okay,
I can say that I am traveling in the right path of this spiritual journey.
So you are right. So these are, Ashok Chotwani also spoke about 4 doors, and Kumar Swami says, I will experience some peace, some happiness. My only concern, very well said. My only concern is, how do you know that the path you are on is not the wrong path? When do we realize that a path is right?
Sir, that path is based on principles. Spiritual path is based on principles, God principles. At that time, we can realize that it is a godly good path.
Suppose I'm taking you in the opposite direction. Suppose I'm actually not taking you in the right direction. How do you know I'm taking you in the wrong direction?
Sir, if it is the call is, sir, if the call every day we are attending this call, no, sir. You are explaining selflessly with selfless. We are not expecting anything, and you are giving some good messages and making us to move on in this journey called enlightenment.
But suppose I am not genuine. Suppose I'm a cheat. Suppose I am a fake guy.
Sir,
how do you know?
Sir, you will means I'm not saying like this, but you can charge money like that, no, sir. It is not a true thing, but you are doing it selflessly without anything to help people and realize the truth.
That is a good point, because if I want something from you, you could say you are wanting something from me. But
so
that is a good
I
point.
Can't trust it at that time, sir. But you are doing it genuinely and without charging, and you are saying you want to make people realize the truth about life, karmas, and everything spirituality regarding the stuff.
Correct. Good discrimination. What you're saying is a good discrimination. But still, I'm questioning. Still, I'm questioning you.
Yes.
How do you know that you are on the right path of spiritual evolution? How do you know?
Shivoham here. Shivoham.
Shivoham, Rajendra.
So, how will I know that I am on the right path is that I will experience fulfillment and contentment at every step. When I am experiencing fulfillment and contentment at every step, and there is a peace of mind, then I will realize that I'm on the right path.
But maybe you're not doing anything about spirituality. You may be having contentment and fulfillment, but it is not spiritual.
Okay.
You agree? A person can be content and fulfilled and have no spirituality. The question,
No, but at
Rajendra,
the same time, when I'm experiencing fulfillment and contentment, I will be experiencing myself, a state of Satchit Ananda.
what
So
is that?
Satchit Ananda is available only on the path of spiritual path only.
So what is that?
Shivoham,
Shivoham, yes, Girish?
as one goes on the path of spirituality, he will be less and less dependent on material world for his happiness.
Good. Good.
So he
And
can
then?
himself assess that I am on the right path. I am on the right path shown by proper guru. This guru I can dependent on.
Excellent. So let me give you a small, all of you, Ashok Chotwani, Rajendra, Karthik, Kumar Swami, just try to put yourself in my position. My guru told me to go on a talash. I went for 2 years searching. How did I come to know that I was on the right spiritual path? I came to know when I realized. I came to know when I realized. I realized means I experienced. I myself experienced that spirit, that divine spirit, the Atma, the soul. It is not just being content and fulfilled or just being happy or not just because somebody is talking something, it looks genuine. Okay, all that is fine. But you know you are going on the right track when you start experiencing the divine inside you. When you start feeling God is here, God is not there. When you go to a temple or a church and you start saying, Prabhu, aap bahar nahi, aap to andar hai. Then you feel Satchidanand. Then you feel happiness. Then you feel not contentment, but you feel enlightenment. Therefore, if anybody is moving on the path and you want to know that your path is right, you have to experience some amount of spiritual energy. You have to experience some realizations. Let me explain to you. Suppose you're in this call, after my going on talking, you still don't realize you're not the body. You still don't realize one day the body will die, but I am not this body. This is the basic. You still don't realize that I was alive before my birthday. Maybe you don't realize more than that, but you know, my birthday is not my birthday. I was alive before that. I was born as one dot. You have to. So what is the right word? How do you know you're moving forward on the spiritual path and you are on the right path? It is through your own personal spiritual experience. You need to start having not religious experiences. Don't say God came to me in the night and God showed his hand and God gave special blessing to me. No, that is you're caught in fairy tales. When you say, I was in silence and I cut off the noise and I could hear the divine voice. Don't tell me the voice was male or voice was female or voice was Indian or American. No, the voice is not a human voice. The voice is the voice of the spirit. The voice is an experience. So my dear friends, every day, as I told you, when we are moving on this call, every day is a learning. For you, for me, for everybody, every day is a learning. And if you don't learn a single day, the day is wasted, the life is wasted. And you need to, before I'm opening to questions, administrator, please get ready with the questions. You need to evaluate. That's why I gave you all the spiritual grid, enlightenment grid. You know, in the grid, I don't think they've still given you the grid. The grid has got one x-axis and y-axis. So the x-axis is a vertical axis, the y-axis is a horizontal axis. And you go from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 like this, up to 100. And you keep on evaluating September 2021, October 2021, November 2021, December 2021. How much are you moving forward on the journey? How much are you, how many truths you have realized? Have you realized self? Have you dropped the ego? Have you transcended the mind? Are you able to make the mind quiet? Are you able to experience state of consciousness? Are you able to experience the state of Sat Chit Anand? Are you able to experience God in everything beautiful? So these are things that I'm not saying that it has to go from 0 to 100 in one day, but you keep on growing. And when you're moving forward on the spiritual path, then you realize, no, I am on the right path. I am moving, because we are not talking about success. We are not talking about, today somebody sent me a video. Who's from Chennai here? Anybody from Chennai? Somebody sent me one video today that in Chennai today there are 500 new crorepattis. Anybody has seen that video? You must have seen some video going viral. 500 new crorepattis today because some software company, Sudeep, you know the software company? The company is called Freshworks. The company called Freshworks is listed in NASDAQ today. And Tamil Nadu, Chennai got 500 new crorepattis. I'm not interested. I don't know anything. I don't know who's Freshworks. I don't know what happened in NASDAQ. I don't know. I just got 1 minute video by some person and sometime I listen whether it is any sense to me. Not sense, I close, move, next. I don't listen further. But my dear friends, we are not talking here how to be crorepati. Because by you trying to be crorepati, you don't achieve anything. All the crore and the pati, both will be left here only. You cannot take anything with you. This is another realization. Ashok Nichani, if you realize that every day I'm moving forward on the spiritual path, then you are on the right path. But in religion, for example, you're going around in merry-go-round. Here we go round the mulberry bush, mulberry bush, mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush. We all fall down. Huh? I don't remember the song. When we were in kindergarten, we used to sing, no? This is the way we clap our hands, clap our hands, clap our. We are still in kindergarten. We are still in kindergarten. We do not understand what is the meaning of evolving on the spiritual. Administrator, sorry, questions, please.
Dattatray.
Dattatray, sir, question.
Shivam Gurudev.
Shivoham.
Today, when I wake up, I feel my body is pure, like as milk. Safed. Yes. But I feel it is not sufficient. It should be crystal clear, transparent होना चाहिए to be more pure. The question I had, what is meant by pavitram in spirituality? What is its importance? And pavitra bolte na, what is its importance? Why some sadhus are not allowing to touch their feet?
Some sadhus are not allowed to touch the feet, and some sadhus are only telling to touch the feet. We have both type of sadhus, correct? Okay.
Yes.
So Dattatray, in spirituality, purity has only one mantra. Only one mantra. That one mantra is Jagat Mithya Prabhu Satya.
Yeah.
Jagat Mithya Prabhu Satya.
Satya.
What it means, Dattatray, everything we see is Mithya. Mithya means it is only an appearance.
Hmm.
So unless you have that feeling that everything is mithya, there will be no purity. What is purity? Purity is that. That is the only purity. Prabhu hi ek satya, jag hai mithya, दिखता जो भी यहाँ वो सत्य ना वो मिथ्या, जो भी दिखता है वो तो मिथ्या है, प्रभु बिन कुछ ना कुछ भी ना है, जो भी दिखता सच में ये प्रभु ही है, प्रभु बिन जग में कुछ भी ना है, जग मिथ्या प्रभु सत्य, ओ जग मिथ्या प्रभु सत्य. This is the purity, not milk, white, clear. This is all worldly. Right? This is all. This is the senses of the eyes. But you want to feel the soul. You want to feel the divine spirit.
Yes.
And in that, no, Dattatreya, only one thing. You see Prabhu, everywhere you say, Jidhar dekhu tu hi tu. Jidhar dekhu, bas tu hi tu. You just, if you can feel that, no, Dattatreya, that is the highest purity. Highest purity.
Very good. Very nice.
So you have to aim for that. And that comes by consciousness. How do you achieve that, Dattatreya? By becoming conscious. When you see somebody, when you see somebody behaving very angry and all that, you say, this also Prabhu only. This also Prabhu only. But Prabhu is manifesting in human form, that human being, ego and mind is becoming angry. Prabhu is not becoming angry. Prabhu is the Atma. The Atma is not becoming angry. But out of avidya, out of ahankar, that person is becoming angry. But you do not react. That is purity. The purity is you are still in Ananda. You do not react.
Yes.
Thank you, Dattatreya. Next
Sure.
question. Thank you.
Sudeep.
Sudeep Bhargava.
Shivam sir.
Shivam, Sudeep.
Sir, in continuation to your question today, that how do we know whether we are on the right path or not? The experience that you're talking about, I believe that might just be one of the end goals, that one day the realization happens. So what I would like to know, can we have some more basic milestones? I will share one milestone, so maybe then I think my point will become more clear. I remember that maybe 6 or 7 years back, not in our Shiva temple, Shivam temple, in some other temple. It was a Monday, so I just went for the normal puja, and the pujari said that today is Monday, you pour some milk on the shivling, so Lord Shiva is going to be very happy. I just happened to ask him one question. Sir, I will pour doodh and whatever you want. You give me one answer. Why do we worship Lord Shiva on a Monday when the weekdays are not based on the Hindu calendars? It's based on the Christian calendar. So how did Lord Shiva and Monday got associated? You just answer this question, I'll do whatever puja you want. And that Pandit actually got angry. He said that, no, you are going against the scriptures. When I'm not going against the scriptures, I'm just questioning the scriptures. That why is a Monday associated with Lord Shiva? Monday is a Christian thing, Lord Shiva is a Hindu thing. But I did not get an answer. So for me, one of the milestones could be, number one, that whatever my guru is telling, obviously you are my guru. Number one, the trust on the guru has to be there. So whatever you are telling me is right. Number two, even if I want to check whether what you're telling me is right, I can always check it from the scriptures. If I ask you, sir, you give me the reason why you're telling this to me, you have a proof that, okay, Sudeep, this is written in so and so Upanishad. That's why I'm telling it to you. And you have always said that whatever you are telling us here is not your answer. It's something which is already there in the Upanishads. And the third point could be, which is my own personal experience. I have experienced, and the people close to me have also confirmed it to me, that my response to certain stimulus, which used to be some 4 years back, has now changed tremendously. So I believe that is one checkpoint that I feel that something has changed. that earlier I used to get angry at some points. Today also I feel angry, but I am able to actually just control that anger and then maybe respond to that person maybe after a couple of days or something. So can we have these kind of milestones? I think this will be called as Uprati, if I'm not mistaken, from the Shat Sampat that we have. So can we have some kind of control, like some kind of a meter where we can actually measure how much Shat Sampat do we have? So that could be a guide whether we are on the right way or not.
So you have spoken about 10 or 15 points now in your conversation.
I'll just summarize it in one point, sir. I'll just summarize in 1 point. How can we have some meters related to the Shat Sampat? So can that be a meter?
Yeah. So see, there are meters, right? We talked about, for example, the 100 pieces of jigsaw puzzle that will reach to enlightenment. So there are 100 realizations that will ultimately lead to an enlightenment. It is not one realization. Suppose I'm saying, suppose you start realizing, I am not Sudeep Bhargava. My name is Sudeep Bhargava. That's a big realization. Every time you tell somebody, I am Sudeep Bhargava. I'll just give a simple example. Every time you tell somebody in a meeting, I am Sudeep Bhargava, and you change it, and you change and you say, sorry, my name is Sudeep Bhargava. If you start changing it, it's a big progress, right? It's a big realization. It's a big realization to say, I am Kumar Swami, or my name is Kumar Swami. It's a big difference. Small, not small difference, a big difference. So every time we are progressing on every realization, for example, we are attached and we learn to be detached. It's a big realization. Suppose the mind is thinking a thought and you're not using the intellect, but now you stop following the mind. You use the intellect. Big realization. So, Sudeep, you have to make a list of what are your realizations. You have to make a list and you have to progress on that path of realization. You have to evaluate it, Sudeep. You see, no doubt, going to a temple and the pujari telling that Mondays you pour the milk. All these things are all mythological stories. What is pouring milk? Lord Shiva will become happy. Who is Lord Shiva? Where is Lord Shiva? So you start realizing Lord Shiva is not Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is Shivoham. So for example, every step, there is a method to move forward one by one by one. And so, Sudeep, it's very important not to overdump. Suppose you use the word, suddenly you said Champa, Uprati, and they may not be in context with what we are trying to talk. But it's good to have the subject clarity in your mind, but not think that the more I know, I myself don't know so many things. And let me tell you one thing, very important thing what you said. I never tell you that because it's written Upanishad, you have to believe. Have I ever told like that? Never I tell like that. Please be corrected and please correct me if I am wrong. I say this is the Mahavakya of the Upanishad, but we have to realize whether it is true or not. Just because the Upanishad, for example, just because Shiva Puran says something doesn't become true, just because Vishnu Puran says something doesn't become true. How can we say that Tattvamasi is true? Tattvamasi is true because you have to experience it through Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, through asking, investigating, and realizing the truth. So, Sudeep, you said many good things, and it is good to experience that you're going on the path. But it is very important to spend time in silence and consciousness and to evaluate and to feel that you are actually going on that path. You feel it. So what do we call this, Sudeep? We call this aparoksha anubhuti. Right? Now that doesn't mean whatever written aparoksha anubhuti you have to believe. No. So I told Kiran last time, don't come to me. Kiran will come to me and say, oh, this is written in Viveka Chudamani. Now explain this to me. No, everything that's written in a scripture, sometimes neither we can explain nor we can understand. We don't know what language they used 3,000 years back. So, Sudeep, we can have small milestones, what you asked for, and those small milestones are little realizations. Like I told you, My name is Sudeep Bhargava. For example, if you're scared of death, I don't know how many of you saw one video. There's a very beautiful video that I think I'm grateful to many of you. You have said, I didn't even know some of my team contacted you all for making some videos, and I started hearing videos. I did not know they have contacted you, but I got some lovely videos from many of you. I'm grateful to you. One video is sent by Navjot. I don't know Navjot is in this call. First, he used to be every day on the call, but Navjot sent a video. He says, when I was 11 years old, I would like to send this video to you. He says, when I was 11 years old, I was very scared of death. And I used to ask my mother, I'm very scared of death. So Navjot's mother used to tell him, don't be scared because you will go to God. And Navjot asked his mother, but where is God? So his mother told him, God is in the skies in heaven. Then Navjot told, no, I don't agree to you. He was this 11-year-old boy, and Navjot, he was in this call. Then he said, I started attending the Ask Care sessions from last many months. And I understood there is God, who is God, what is God? God is a power. So this also are small realizations which help us progress on the path of spirituality. I am very scared when I watch some YouTube, some speakers, they are taking in the opposite direction. Many speakers are taking in the opposite direction, and then you are not going forward, you're going backward. You're actually going back. And I get scared. Therefore, I ask you all to question everything, even what I say, till you are able to understand and make sense that what we are talking is actually making sense. So Sudeep, I hope you got those steps. Let's take these small steps forward.
Sure, sir.
Thank you. Administrator, we have a last 1 or 2 questions.
Bridget has asked a question.
Yeah, what is the question?
Shivoham, dear air, we are in the good road when everything is changing around. Great upheaval, ?
Yes, when everything, Bridget, is transforming spiritually, when everything is transforming, change is happening, a metamorphosis, a transformation, and you feel that you are spiritually evolving, then you're in the right direction. You should feel more, not the beauty of the skin, but the power within. And when you start feeling that, when you start experiencing that more and more, that is right. Then we are moving up. Was there any other point, Bridget, that you tried to explain? Was there anything else? No. Okay. Thank you. Next question, Administrator.
Rajendra.
Rajendra, question?
Shivoham.
Sure.
My question is that when someone asked before few days, in the same question I am raising, when we relate to everyone as God, Shivoham, then what about our clients out of whom we want to make profit? I'm really not clear with this.
No. I think you have to understand very clearly. First of all, this concept of making profit goes away. You are just adding a service charge to the delivery of product or service. And you are charging that service charge because you want to survive. You want to eat, you're not greedy. If you go to Kashmir, sometimes they will show you one gemstone. Okay, let me tell you one more example which happened in my last visit to Kashmir. In my last visit to Kashmir, there was a team of people who came for a retreat who wanted to have a discussion, and they were buying shawls. So the man said the shawl is 3,000 rupees. So the people who are buying the okay, 3,000 is too much. You please give it for 2,500. So they said no, 2,600. He said okay, 2,500. Agreed. So the team was starting to take out money to buy for 2,500. I saw that, and they were with me. So I told no, pay only 500. So, and that guy told, what do you mean? They've agreed to pay 2,500. I said, no. I bought it also. I know the price. 500. We will buy 10 shawls. Not one shawl, we will buy 10 shawls. So you are not giving, you go. You please go. I call the next shawl wala. I said, 10 shawl chahiye, 500 rupees dega. He said, sure, sir. Lo, please take. For 500 rupees, they bought 10 shawls. Now, Rajendra, what I'm saying is, if a 500 rupee shawl you're trying to charge 3,000 rupees, then that's not business, that is cheating. So, what are we cheating for? For eating food? For surviving? The question, Rajendra, what will we do with the money that we are cheating? Suppose you become you have 1 crore, 10 crores, 50 crores, $1 million, $10 million. Tomorrow you will die. You will leave everything and go. Then what is the meaning of all this? What is this drama? What is this show? Therefore, on the spiritual path, the realization comes. Many people say, no, I'm earning for my children. Why you have to earn for your children? Huh? Your children should be smart enough to earn for themselves. Correct? So what that Kabir said, who said, Put saput to kyu dan sanche, put kaput to kyu dan sanche. Huh? Put saput to kyu, if the put is saput, good son, to kyu dan sanche. Don't need money. Put kaput to kyu dan sanche. Put is kaput, rubbish fellow. Then also what is the money? Because he will spend all your money, he will waste your money. What is the point of you worrying? Lot of people are worrying about, oh, my son, my son, my son. You go on worrying about your son, as if only your son has to be worried about. Everybody else's son is not. No, everybody in this world, they carry their karma. They will work hard. They will grow. One day they will earn. But Rajendra, our concentration should not be on that earning subject. Our concentration has to be on enlightenment.
Yeah, but Shivoham, what happens that, as I have already told you, that I want to have my own home. It may be 1 BHK, but I want to have it.
And after you die, what will happen? You'll take with you.
No.
Then I don't have my own home. I don't have my own home as such. So what I'm trying to say, this is an aspiration living in the material world. I'm not saying we should not have a home. I'm not saying we should not wear a shirt. I'm not saying we should not brush our teeth with good toothpaste and eat some decent food. No. But all these things, Rajendra, become immaterial when your attention is on something higher. And don't misunderstand me. I am not saying this is not important, or I'm not saying you should not have it, but don't have your attention on this. Let this be on not the principal priority. Let it happen side by side. And if you have good ethics and values and a good philosophy of life, it will happen automatically. Not 1 BHK, you will get 5 BHK. Provided your attention is not on, I want my house. Nah. What the prayer has to be, Rajendra? Prabhu, till today, you have given me food, you have given me house. I will do my best. You please do the rest. I will surrender to you. You see, life will change. I'm telling you, life will change. So there is a magic, and please believe me, there is a magic that happens when you're on the spiritual path. And nobody can explain this magic. Nobody can explain. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ed, Sanjay Das wants to share an experience, and we have six questions from Jyotri.
So Jyotri will have to, as we said, priority is video. So Jyotri is not on video. So Jyotri will be tomorrow. Please keep the questions and request Jyotri to have. We will do it tomorrow. But Sanjay Das is live. So Sanjay Das, you have a priority. Please come on and give us your comment.
Shivam, Guruji.
Shivam.
Let me share you a little experience. Always I was attending air meeting and doing the chanting. Father-in-law, just on Friday, he used to sit behind me only when I was attending the meeting. I was chanting in the afternoon, 3:30 to 4:30, and 4:04 I could see him leave his body. He became silent. He was, he was just grasping earlier. In the evening, when I started chanting, he was slowly. Then I called my wife and showed she is going. And we could see him going, sir. With your this thing, spiritual, we are doing so much chanting and meditating. I could feel, and that I was not panicked also. So, we were able to help relieve him. Now he's gone. That was on Friday.
So this is a very peaceful thing, no, Sanjay Das, because you realize that this death is certain, this death has to happen. And you also say he's the father-in-law, means obviously his age is a little bit on the higher side.
87 years.
87 years old. So people at 87 years, they have to, it is a bonus. Every day is a bonus.
Yes.
Because the average lifespan is 70, 75 years. After that, it's a bonus. So it is good on your part, A, to be peaceful and to be calm and to let the transition happen.
Atma going to Paramatma.
So that now that Sanjay, that we don't know, Sanjay, that is the person's personal journey. Whether he has merged with the Paramatma, whether he has come into the samsara with a beautiful journey because of good karma, only the law of karma controlled by the divine, only that is aware. You and me cannot become aware as to what is happening in each individual. That's why if you tell somebody, if somebody dies, oh, I'm praying for the departed soul. What soul you are praying? For which soul you are praying? The soul is Prabhu. You are praying for God. For Atma to go to Paramatma, why you need your prayers? Your prayers are not required.
And sir, main thing was we could do seva to him, not take him to the hospital. Hospital, you put all the ventilators and all. We could do all the things we could do at home. Peacefully.
His age was 87. Yes, what are you trying to do? By keeping on a ventilator for 3 years, what will happen?
It happens. The doctors were telling me, take to a big hospital. I said, no, this is the age has come and we have to relieve him now.
Good, Sanjay Das. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shivoham, my dear friends. We are all, every day this journey takes us forward and every person comes and shares their experience. It helps us take one step forward. And remember, this journey is the most important journey of life. Not how much money you make, because money you leave behind. Not about just, a lot of people think it's about making good relationships. Even relationships will not last forever. What matters is your yoga, your ability to become one with the divine. Nothing else will matter, my dear friends. Only one thing matters. Only one thing. Are you building a beautiful bonding with the divine? Because when your sans, when your breath is over, the only thing matters is, have you held the hand of the divine? And I learned it from my master, from my Dadaji, because he was always connected with God. And our goal is only one thing. Nothing will matter. Whether we make $1 million more or we build one more home, it will not make any difference. The only difference is, are we holding the hand of the divine? With that note, I bow down to you, Shivoham, and look forward to your presence tomorrow. Shivoham, Shivoham.